Okay, so software testing. I ask each of you to write your first assignment, that is to have an overview of what is software testing. So I'm not going to go into and find out what you have learned. I presume that you have a certain idea of what software testing. So that was what assignment 1 was intended to, so that you could go to various websites and find out what each and everything means. So before going to unit 1, I'll just give you an intro of what is software testing, what are the different terminologies which you must understand to understand the subject a little bit better. Okay, so if this particular hardware is not performing what it's supposed to do, or the user is giving an input, but the output is not according to his preference, or is not doing the work that is properly, that means where will be the problem? It will be in the software. If you tell the problem is with the software, that means what? Where will the underlying problem be? One, it will be with the data, or it will be with the set of instruction. Data problem means like division by 0. If you give, that will be an error. Okay, in Java you have done try and catch block, right? So suppose you have a phone number and giving an alphabet, that means what? That is data error. Okay, you shouldn't give alphabet in your phone number should be 10 digit. These are all data errors. Instruction means what? If suppose instead of processing the particular adding two numbers, it is subtracting, that means what? The instruction that is given is entirely wrong. Or if you are trying to find the average, the operator using is a wrong one, that means what? The output will be wrong. So the error can be in the data that you are providing or in the set of instruction. Okay, so if you are having, for example, the Gangan video example I told you, right? So there it is, the likes was computed, or the counter was incremented for 32-bit. That means above 1 billion it was not working. That is a problem with, not with the data, but with the instruction. The instruction can't hold more than capability. So everything will be centered around this. So debugging means what? Is process of finding, resolving these kind of defects or problems within a program that will prevent the correct operation of the software system or its intended error, how it has come and all those things. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So before proceeding to the next session, let me tell you one more thing. Your final years are having exam next week onwards. Okay, so the question that they are going to get is in MCQ format, that is multiple choice questions, right? If suppose we are unable to start the classes for any reason until the end of the semester, you will be writing the examination using the MCQ pattern. So kindly pay attention to all these small details which I am telling, which I'll ask you anything. Okay, so this will be necessary when you are going for MCQ, because these kind of questions actually we can ask. Okay, so software tester. Okay, so as I told you that day, you can find, if you are not very interested in programming, you can of course go for designing, but if you don't have a flair for designing also, you may also join an interesting job as a tester. A tester is someone who tries to find out fault with others. You can put it in that nice term, or you can say as person who find fault with the program. So online class, sir, my network is having issue. Someone will tell like that, correct? Why are 6 minutes late? Networks are late 6 minutes. So some kind of problem. So these software tester is what? To find out what kind of bugs these are. Try to find it out. No need to clear it, but you just have to highlight this one. Okay, like there are jobs where you have to sit and play games itself. So your class is very fond of playing games. There are something called as game testers. Do you know anything about that? You can get a job as a game tester. So any company who creates a game, you can sit and play for hours together and pass your time. So I think many people will be interested in that kind of job, especially in your class. Okay, other kind of testing is like Instagram and all those things, where you test a lot of videos and all those things. I think Ajay Tapa will be interested for that. So a software tester is an individual that tests software for bugs, errors, or defects, or any problem that can affect the performance of the computer software and application. Okay? So the tester is a person who will test. So software testers are part of a software development team and perform functional and non-functional testing of software using manual and automated software testing techniques. So this is a good field which you can go use, or you can apply and go for a job if you're not interested in coding or in any other designing or any other field. You can go for this. Okay, if you're interested in networking, you can go for computer network engineer. Yeah, what do you want, Rambit? Then so this is a diagram that I showed you that day. So if you are what to say, a tester, right, that's the happiest job because you can find fault on that. Finding fault is a very easy thing, correct? Okay, developing or creating something is a very painful business, but a developer will be paid more, and this is actually a manager who will be shouting every time. So this is what the actual job of the tester, to test beyond the limits. A code, this diagrammatically represents how a developer and code are attached. The developer won't examine the code beyond a point. Like if I am developing a code, I'll be interested in giving only the output. I won't be looking into the consequences of what the wrong things the user might give. But a tester is the one who probes, fiddles with every part of the code, finds out what is the fault and how to do and what to do, and all those things is done by the software tester. Understood? So this should be your assignment 2. Okay, the submission date is wrong here. Actually the submission date should be by next Monday. So I give it in your Google classroom. Okay, I have sent you the link to your emails. You kindly log in. Okay, just like last time, you write it in a piece of paper, all the 10 famous software bugs and their impact also. So if you go to the internet and just search what are the 10 famous bugs, it will give you the 10 famous bugs, but it won't give their impact. So what you have to do is you have to search for the 10 famous bugs. Each bug you have to type and find out what the kind of impact they have. Okay, so you first list down the 10 famous bugs, then you write down their impacts one by one. When it was caused, how it was caused, what are the things it affected, okay, and what are the what to say, damages incurred before because of that. Okay, the submission date is on next Monday. Okay, I have give it in your Google Classroom. So all of you, I have sent you a link. You join the classroom and you write it in a piece of paper and you upload it there. 9 a.m. the assignment should be here, so you won't get any what to say, um, timing after that, like yesterday after 5 p.m. okay, and all those things you won't get, right? So submit it on time.